What's up, guys? My name is Ben. I'm with Third Shift Media, and we're interviewing Miss May. You guys want to introduce yourself for the crowd?
What's up? I'm Levi, the singer.
I'm Ryan, the other singer slash
He plays
bass
strings
fiddle
too.
player. Bass fiddle.
All 4 strings. It's every one of them.
Every one of them.
At the same time. At the same time.
So it's good to have you guys back in Albuquerque. It's been a little bit, I think.
Yeah.
About a year or two.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
exactly.
been a year. We took a year off and we played the Sunshine here about a year ago, about last May.
Yeah.
So it's been
Oh yeah,
just
that's
about
right.
a year.
Because you guys were supposed to play with Bless the Fall.
Yep,
and
we wrecked our van right before that. Yep.
I'm assuming you guys are okay after that.
Yeah, we're all good.
We had 2 wrecks. That was the one that sent us home, though.
Yeah, we had already totaled the trailer earlier in the tour, and then someone hit us on the way to Oklahoma from Texas, and it was supposed to go Texas, Oklahoma, Albuquerque, but we crashed the van so bad on the way to Oklahoma that we ended up just going home. So, yeah.
I don't think everyone was too upset. I think they were more worried about your guys' well-being.
We
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
just changed the hitch that we crashed, like, how long ago was that? A week ago?
We did it a week and a half ago.
It still had the damaged hitch on there and everything. It
Yeah.
had been such a long time since we toured that we kind of forgot when we started the tour and it was bending. We were like, all right, it's probably time for us to do something about that.
Okay. Well, I got some questions for you guys. First one is, you guys are coming out with a new album actually this Friday called Shadows Inside. How would you say this one is different than your previous releases?
This one I think is the most sort of ambitious, like going for it record for Miss May. And I think that's what makes it such a fun listening, like for a fan, like it's such a fun time to listen to it. And it's definitely all over the place too. We hit everything on this record.
There's something from every different style of music that we've made over the years, and it was also made a lot differently than the other ones.
Yeah.
2 locations over 6 months, kind of, with 2 different producers, rather than what we're used to, where we're kind of like, labels have always enjoyed us because we can get into a studio and pump out a record in 25 days, and that's enjoyable. And what was cool, Sharptone didn't make us do that. Sharptone was cool about, we actually ran out of time once. We didn't even do our job fast enough the first session and got to a point where we had 6 songs done and there were 10 that were supposed to be done. And we had to tell them, like,
Sorry, guys.
Sorry, we need more time.
All the focus, though, I think really made it sound as crazy as it sounds.
So, are there any specific bands that you would say have influenced this record?
We don't like to. We don't like to put other bands' names in your mind when talking about
Fair enough.
our stuff.
We all listen to so much different stuff. Like,
Right.
I honestly have no idea how many new records he's probably heard this year that influenced it, and he probably doesn't even know the stuff I've listened to that got me excited. Our band is so polar opposite.
I guess I would say is there anything that you've been like jamming that you think, I guess?
Yeah, I think Gojira probably made an influence on some of the tempos and stuff we chose.
Right.
I think more than a lot of bands, it was the types of shows that we've been playing the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Playing the big, gigantic festival stages with the big outdoor atmosphere kind of thing. It put us in the mindset to write some songs geared towards that sort of thing, which we've been doing for so long, but we've never really written songs for.
Yeah.
So we've got a few more like big anthem-y songs on there that will work well when there are like 10,000 people, that sort of thing. And then we've also got the cool old school riffy stuff that works really well, and the stuff like the Launchpad.
Okay. How are you guys feeling about your recent signing with Sharptone Records? You guys have been on Rise for, the last 3 albums, I believe?
Yeah, last 5.
Last 5, okay.
It's the first time we've ever been on any new label. It's been awesome. Like, we have nothing bad to say. And nothing bad to say.
Definitely.
Nothing really bad to say about Rise. Rise was amazing. It was just, been with him so long, like, we were just all thought, like, what could happen on the other side.
Moving
yeah,
forward,
like, what would be
basically.
refreshing. And it's actually, the cool thing is, it's sort of gave us like this whole new not even a second win, it's even more than that. It's so refreshing to have a whole new team because it just feels fresh every time we do something right now.
Right.
It's been great.
Okay, so you guys have been a band for 10 years now, right?
Yeah.
You gotta have some crazy tour stories, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Is there a favorite one that you'd like to bring up?
Dude, my favorite one is always the P one.
In Canada.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
think that's so funny. I think
That's a weird one. That's good. Yeah, it's all you.
We were
That's a good one.
we were side by side tour busing with Kill Switch one time in Canada. They were parked and we were parked beside them, and there's the bus windows are relatively small from the outside. Maybe you wouldn't notice them, I guess, if you're just looking at them, but they're huge when you're in them. Like, it's a big window. You can see a lot of stuff out of them. Well, this girl and what I believe to be her daughters or nieces, and who knows, they all decided to stop and take a pee.
It was after waiting.
After waiting forever.
They were waiting for us to come out of the bus, and
for
we're like,
hours and hours and hours.
and they were like beyond punishing. They were like,
it was like 3 a.m. at this point.
and we're like, we guys don't go out of the bus. Like those lady, like that lady and those kids are still like they're still waiting. And yeah, then she.
So they just peed between the bus and the trailer, but they didn't realize that like we have windows in our bus as well, and there's like 5 dudes from our bus. I think we were sharing a bus that.
With
at Word Alive, so there was the potential of probably 16 dudes
They just saw
that are just there's these women peeing between the buses, and then they just got up and once they're done peeing, just kind of hung around a little longer.
Just kept waiting for us to come out.
No shame at all.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah. I mean, it's not that crazy, I guess, but that's one that I like.
It's kind of
I like that story.
of a
I don't know
funny
why.
one,
I like that story. I think that's a funny one.
Okay. Who would you say is like your favorite band to go on tour with, or bands, I guess? Because I'm sure you probably have more than one.
And they're gonna watch these, and they're gonna be like, I thought I was your favorite.
Yeah.
I think our best friends are probably We Came as Romans.
Yeah, for sure. We would be really good friends. We just got actually another great guy, like, which we really bonded hard. I feel on the last tour. We just toured with Thy Art for the second time, and Thy Art's Murder guys. Those are boys now. We really bonded with those guys.
I think it honestly takes 2 tours. The first tour you can really like somebody, and then you like share a bus with them, and you might not like them as much as you thought, or you might not talk to somebody
as much as you thought,
as much at all on the first tour, and then you get into a second tour with them, and they become your like best buds. So
same with ABR. ABR's we're really close to those guys too.
They're great. We're just gonna start naming bands if we play this.
This will go on forever.
We get along pretty well with a lot of people.
Well, you guys are label mates now too with We Came as Romans, correct?
Yeah, we got one show with them this summer that we're looking forward to. It'll be our first time. They actually were our counterparts when we were doing the record in Michigan because they happened to be off tour.
Right.
And they lived within like 15 minutes of where we were recording. So they were like the ones keeping us sane and like letting us come to their houses and doing like barbecues. And
they've also been around for probably about as long.
Yeah.
They were
local
when we were local.
Yeah.
They were from Troy, Michigan. We were from Troy, Ohio, and we would try to meet in the middle, and we actually never made it work until we were both signed, and they finally took us on tour in 2010, I think.
Yeah.
2011.
It's crazy how far like people come.
Yeah,
like,
it's weird, man. The 10-year thing, the
Yeah.
10-year point has been an interesting year for us. There's a lot of those scenarios that pop up now that are weird, especially considering that we're all average age of like 26 years old, and we're already like at the 10-year anniversary of the band. It's a strange dynamic.
It's got a good track record for yourselves, though.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, pretty good first quarter for us.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can pull it off again.
Okay, so what would you say now is your favorite city to play, or like really anywhere in the world?
Oh, anywhere in the world?
Oh
Japan.
my God,
Mine would be Japan.
Tokyo.
Yeah, Tokyo. And the crowds are just crazy there.
Really,
Oh, yeah,
I've
really smashed it there. We had a lot of good luck there. In America, we are popular in the weirdest pockets. Like we always do great here. We always
there was a ginormous line.
It's so weird.
Yeah, we always we're from so far from here, and the same thing happens in Wisconsin. Like whenever we play Wisconsin, Milwaukee is probably our like second or third biggest market in the entire country.
But then then like Chicago and New York, like those are fun.
Yeah, they're huge.
And they're like the bigger cities.
But
in America,
it's weird when you step into like a market that
not a lot of other people look at as one of their best
Or it's like
markets.
considered like a connector between like
Yeah.
different cities, like how we are basically.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. You guys brought up playing big festivals and stuff. What would you say your favorite one is?
Download.
Okay. Well, then you can say download. I will say Soundwave. R.I.P. Doesn't exist. anymore.
Oh
Soundwave
yeah,
is cool.
yeah. And if we're talking rest in peace, Mayhem.
Mayhem. Yeah.
What a tour that was. That was great when we did it. So
That one's for you, Caleb.
yeah.
He called me on it. He's like, no, they're probably gonna say Mayhem.
Mayhem was so
it was amazing.
awesome.
It's good. Download is just cool because that's Donington. That's if you watch DVDs or
anyone.
like videos of any of your favorite rock metal bands, they play that
Right.
festival, and then we got to.
They always seem to have a pretty good lineup.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
It
Yeah.
is like it's magical.
And it was cool, and we got to do it, and that was really crazy. That was a wild one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Now,
Soundwave, Australia.
Yeah, that was Metallica. It was crazy.
Yeah, we got to watch Metallica in Australia. That was pretty cool. That was
Australia is like one of the places that I'm like yearning to go to, just
Oh,
because
dude,
like
we
I hear
have
the
to.
scene is like so
it's great.
It's
so
crazy.
great there.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys ready for a couple fan submitted questions?
Oh, yeah,
They're
let's
not
do it.
all. They're
Let's
not
see.
too.
Let's see what they got.
Okay, first one is: would you play Monument in its entirety?
For
Yeah,
sure.
for sure.
I would love that.
It falls on 2020. Would be the 10-year.
It's so crazy to think about.
Yeah. So we're closing in real
Right.
quick. We're closing in real
2020.
quick.
Right.
Apologies would be very hard to do in its entirety unless we did rooms this size everywhere.
Right.
Because we were such a small band when that record came out.
Yeah.
There aren't as many fans buying tickets.
I think that was actually
for
one of
that
the first times I heard you guys.
Yeah.
Was apologies for the, or
And
for
we
the
were,
beat.
we were playing 100-person shows on that record, and it's a very old record, so it's sold a lot of records now. That's been out for like almost 8 years. But Monument was the one that really broke us, and
Right.
I could see us having a really great tour off of that record.
That's the one, Masters of a Dying.
Yeah,
Breed,
yeah.
and that
It's
was
the last
like, I
time
think
you
that was
saw
kind
us.
of your
It was
like
Monument tour, yeah.
that was kind of your breakthrough song.
Yeah,
if
Yeah,
I'm not
for sure.
mistaken.
That and Relentless Chaos
Right.
were the breakthroughs for us. So I could see us doing that. That would be a good one. We'd have a good time doing that.
Okay, we have another one that says, would you ever do another cover, and if so, what would it be?
I would not do it.
I would not do another cover.
But if we would have to pick,
I think we would have a good time doing a lot of different stuff. I think if we went we always joke around about White Zombie a lot. I think our band could cover White Zombie,
Yeah, that'd be cool.
and it would be very fun, especially since there's no singing.
Right.
I would just
rock out.
Just
I'd rock out
out.
the whole time. It'd be great for me. And then if we wanted to go showy on my end, I guess I don't know what we would do.
Yeah, it'd be more. We could probably cover a rock song, not really a rap song.
Right.
Yeah, those are very hard to do, and they're also very flash in the pan because the song will be popular for a couple years, then it'll disappear, and then it'll come back real hot like a decade later.
Yeah.
And I don't know if we want to play a decade-old cover when it comes back.
Okay, we have another one that asks, would you recommend, what would you recommend for up-and-coming touring, or up-and-coming bands that are touring for the first time?
I would say, which is something I think Miss May I learned pretty much over the last 6 months, I would say to really sort of put your foot down and like protect your band as a whole and not really say yes to everything. Because when you're on,
basically just standing up for
exactly,
yeah.
and which is a lot easier said than done, because when you're on tour, there's so many, everything's all like
Everything's
butterflies
about.
and unicorns
Yeah.
and everything's so amazing, and you're just like yes, I want to do everything, and then after you say yes to everything, you look back and you're like, man, I shouldn't have said yes to everything. I should have stood up for myself. And I think that's something that's really hard. It's a lot easier said than done. And but I would say if a band could, which I know it's so hard, especially younger bands, but really think about what you're doing and like don't always say yes, and actually think about your band as a whole and not just the moment.
You know what you want more than anybody else does.
Yeah.
Okay, do you have any crazy fan stories other than the one that
Oh yeah, you blew it on the P one, man. That was great. Crazy fan story.
So I'm kind of wondering if that covers.
We have a cool fan. We have a fan that has seen us more times than any other fan. Her name's Tomomi.
Oh yeah.
And she literally has seen us in Japan, London, LA, New York City,
Anywhere in Texas.
Texas. I mean, she's done so many.
Her whole right leg is the logo, the lion with all our autographs and lyrics, and the really cool thing about that fan is that she always brings us Japanese candy, which I don't know how she flies with it all the time, which is great. But the crazy thing about when she comes out is it's always somewhere different. So it's not like, oh, every time we play Dallas she's gonna be there. It's like we'll be in Denver and we'll be playing in the front row. Tomomi's there and she's from Japan, and we're like, what?
It's like, how?
How are you here? And then we always make it a point to go see her. She's like the best Miss Maya. She's the all time.
We just spent a couple days with her in Texas on this tour.
Yeah,
Actually.
she went to the Texas shows.
Shout out to Tomomi.
Tomomi.
She's definitely gonna watch this.
Yeah, she's the best.
And the last one is, would you rate anything similar to Monument or Apologies for the week?
I think you get a little bit of the Monument vibe in a few places on the record. There's Apologies for the week on every record. The only reason Apologies sounds different is because we never repeat riffs on Apologies.
Right, definitely.
There's no
Like,
structure.
Yeah, so like if there's a
That was
song,
the thing.
Yeah, the thing was like you come up with 7 riffs and you smash them all together and you
sandwich a little singing part in the middle, and that's like how we were doing music in '09.
There's not really
If
anything
you
like that
do
now.
that now and you were a new band and you brought that out as your demo, I don't know if people would react
The same way that they did to us in 2009.
We were just talking
when
to
they did that.
Upon My Body about that. I think it was the time, like that
Yeah.
era, those couple years, that was the thing.
That was like the thing to do.
Because we're both about the same age when it comes to how long the band has been around, and we've got kind of a similar trajectory. And we were just talking about that like 2 hours ago. That their first record was the same way. They were gutturally heavy with nothing repeating, and he said their thing was like the pit call, whereas ours was the singing hook in the middle.
Yeah.
So that was the only difference between the two of us, but they're like, by the second record we realized that you could have a repeating chorus, and that's what made Monument different. And then we just, kept going. Kept getting more and more weird into where we are now.
It's kind of crazy how, like, 2009, and personally I believe as well, 2007 were, like, good years for music.
Yeah, they were great. 7 and
It was like the
9 was
golden era.
great. Yeah, all the bands from Ohio got signed at that time, and were
Local
starting to
shows
tour,
were
and-
insane.
Yeah, we were doing 200 to 400 people locally because the scene was so nice around then. There was just so many people excited about metal music, our type of metal music.
Yeah.
At that time, because the metal genre kind of rotates with what's popular, I think.
That was actually starting to, like, popularize again. Metalcore has been around for quite a while, but, like, it seemed like it made I guess you would say a comeback at the end of, like...
it was swinging in pretty hard, and then the deathcore thing came in, and now there's like 735 different kinds of metal, and we're just kind of sandwiched somewhere
We're just
in the middle.
riffing and hanging
Just
out.
riffing and hanging out.
Yeah.
You're still swinging. So.
Yeah.
Well, that's all the questions I got. Don't forget to pick up Shadows Inside by Miss May I, coming out June 2nd.
Get it.